The UFC 316 pre-fight press conference just ended. I'm going to recap the whole thing, starting with Omalley. Once again, he was the most boring guy on the stage. The dude's got zero aura. Let's just admit it. It is what it is at this point. He can't form a sentence. He doesn't have a line. He doesn't have a quote, a phrase, a saying. He has nothing that will get the fans to scream. They were oohing and eyeing at everything, but Omalley just can't produce the punchlines. He doesn't have it. But let's start how it started off. It started with the female fighters talking shit. They put on a better show than the main event, let me tell you. And this press conference was only 20 minutes long. 20 minutes? Do you know how short that is? These press conferences the other day used to be an hour long. UFC doesn't want to promote their fighters or put an ounce of energy into their press conference. But it started off with Peña and Harrison going at it. And they were talking about who's going to be the face of women's MMA. Juliana Peña said, I'm the face of women's MMA. And Kayla Harrison said, I don't care about the opinions of a chihuahua. Then Juliana Peña's like, your own chihuahua doesn't even like you. Your own dog doesn't even like you, Kayla Harrison. You're a bum. And then Kayla Harrison's talking about Juliana Peña lost more fights than I've lost rounds. And Peña was talking about their records and saying, I would rather have my record than yours. I fought UFC fighters, you fought bums. Then Peña said, the only way you can win is if you lay on me for 25 minutes. Which is odd. Why would you give her the game plan to beat you? So I'm glad I picked Harrison. But I do gotta admit, Juliana Peña's the better trash talker. Then Patchy threw his name in the mix. He was acting cocky. He was acting like he was the best fighter on stage. And he did his part. That's what he should have done. He's coming from another league. He's got a lot to prove. He was talking about he has the best record out of all the bantamweights on stage. Merab didn't say a word about it. Sean Omalley had nothing to say about it. Mario Batista barely had to say anything about it. What are you guys doing? Stand up for yourselves. Don't let this new guy from the JV league walk in here and be like, I have the best record, better than all you guys. Merab, you're on a 12-fight win streak. Wake up. I don't care if you're not fighting him. Tell him to shut his fucking mouth. You're on a 12-fight win streak and he's new to this business. Sean Omalley, of course. I mean, he was dead silent. There's a guy in his division saying he has the best record. Why would Omalley chime in? Why would Omalley defend his own record? Why would Omalley start beef and hype us up, you know? If I could give advice to Omalley, it would be, hey, practice your trash talking skills every chance you get. If any bantamweight has anything to say, tell him what's up. Tell him, nah, you don't have as many knockouts as me. You didn't do this like I did. You didn't sell out this venue. Tell him what's up. I don't care if Omalley doesn't have hatred towards him. Pretend you gotta work on your trash talking, bro. We're falling asleep during your press conferences. So yeah, Patchy got to run the show. He got to run the stage. He was running his mouth. No one did anything about it. Then Kevin Holland gets the mic, and he's rocking all these chains. He's iced out. I'm guessing the chains aren't from Jackson, though. He hates Rampage Jackson. He hates the Jackson podcast. He said they ruined interviews for him. He's charging money now for interviews. But Kevin Holland was basically saying, Vicente Luque's a beast, but what happened in that Buckley fight? What the hell happened in that Buckley fight where he just gave up? Where he got ground and pounded in half guard and beaten pretty easily. I think when Holland sees that Buckley fight, he gets a lot of confidence in fighting Vicente Luque. Kevin Holland beat Joaquin Buckley. Are we forgetting that? Then they ask Kevin Holland one more thing. They're asking him, do you want to fight Bilal Muhammad? Did you call him out recently? And Kevin Holland's like, yeah, I'm glad he lost the belt, but he's been winning. He lost his last fight. They're not going to give me Bilal Muhammad. I want to fight the worst 170-pounder in the division. If I get past Luque, how about I fight Colby Covington? I'm down for that. Colby Covington, he's a nobody in the division now. His fights have nothing to do with title shots or rankings. Colby Covington kind of takes his career as a joke. I would say Kevin Holland takes his career more seriously than Colby Covington these days, as you can tell by how active Kevin Holland is. So I can respect that. So if they give Kevin Holland that fight, I think Kevin Holland's going to beat Luque. And if they give Kevin Holland Colby Covington, I'm going to pick Kevin Holland again. He's actually more disciplined than Colby Covington at this point in their careers, which is hilarious. That just shows you how much Colby fell off. Jon Anik gets asked a question. Someone asked him about the 150,000 people or the 200,000 people that signed the petition to strip Jon Jones. And Jon Anik, he could have gave us an awesome answer. He could have been like, wow, those are huge numbers. Tom Aspinall's the man. We're going to make sure he gets that belt. Jon Anik said, you know what? He's still pretending as if the fans think this fight's going to happen. We know Jones will never fight Aspinall. But regardless, Anik says, I think the Aspinall-Jon Jones fight is bigger if they're both champs. How about this? I think the UFC will be bigger if they have a real champ, not two disputed champs. How about that? But he did say something interesting. For some reason, Jon Anik said, I have no inside info, but I believe Jon Jones will fight Tom Aspinall in Vegas December. Still not buying it. Jon Jones isn't going to fight Aspinall. Either way, this press conference was pretty good while it lasted. And I gotta say, all these fights that were on stage, I'm even more pumped up to see them. And I think they're all going to be super exciting. And let me tell you what, I'm going to say it right here. I think the main event is going to be the least exciting out of all the fights on the main card. Regardless, I still got this feeling that Omalley's going to pull it off. I'm picking Sean Omalley. Work on your trash talking and make the fans excited again.